Oh, let her go. Shut up. Come closer. Let her kill her. I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, BFA. My very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before me and I ever met. I feel like I'm going to die. I should have accepted this case. Ah! Good morning. So jumping here. I didn't kill nobody. Fawles, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now he was an escapee. Make small talk and try to relax him. So why did you escape anyway? I'm sorry. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere. But police captured you 2 days ago. Sorry, I told a little lie. Oh boy. Anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody. Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? I'm really sorry. It's been 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. Woman, I did her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear, I didn't kill her. I could never do that. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. About 8 hours later, the police was murdered before the police could recapture him. Police believe that Terry Fawles did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah. It's the reason I escaped. It's true. You didn't meet a victim. I didn't kill her. When I left, she was alive. It's true. You trust him, right? I mean, I should. You're not going to figure out the truth by just staring at the guy. Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big, scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Where's Mr. Grossbug? That old man is probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando. I didn't say. So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me. No. You got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine, escaped death row convict for our first client. Yeah, thanks. I so wish I could get out of it, though. Relax. I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is supposed to have his diapers as well. Really? However, I concern somebody who I won't mention. He's earned a reputation as a genius since beginning his law career. Genius? Well, it's time to head in, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. Solitary confinement cell for the must be the most loneliest place. And that's where my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him. Not me. I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple childlike voice. I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Fawles. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers. Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fay. Why is that truth, Your Honor? So, you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, huh? You say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. 20, Your Honor. Yes, a little kid in here hasn't earned herself much reputation yet, huh? Yeah, you can't do this. That's someone younger than you. Young people wanted a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. The day that the defendant escaped, the police woman was murdered. So here's the trouble if Mr. Fawles was responsible for her death. You got it, kitten. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. Defendant Terry Fawles was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. Truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. The case was a sudden witness's testimony. Witness's testimony? Testimony of Detective Barry Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Fawles at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Fawles throw his young victim into the river. There is no better way. Eagle River is known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away. The policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be exactly the victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Aha, I see! The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago. Only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes, yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty.
Objection!
Wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Fay. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. You're even younger than me, you hypocrite! Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I called the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of the case. Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe, Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Excuse me? No, seriously, my heart, it's aching for you. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, your potential could that something other than your heart will ache. Okay, I got it. Now, detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at the aerial map of the area here. This is the Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. The river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there on top of the bridge. The stabbing car in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, and you have no proof that they even met there. Your Honor, if you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I was some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir. Here we go, Mia. Hang on. Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake and this guy would drink you for morning tea. Trust me and get ready. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Fawles. That's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Fawles was arrested at a police checkpoint with slap at the base of the mountain. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up. Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here. The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright. Especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here. You got me there. Maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you got, kitten. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching? On the day of the incident, another person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. This unknown person. You have no idea who it might be, right? Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. What? The one who caught Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Fawles. What? The defendant? The defendant caught her? Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. See, that's a note and a phone call from Mr. Fawles. Note? Yeah, top secret memo that was left in her desk. According to this note, it seems the one who caught her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Fawles. Keep that note for me. I think the judge will serve his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer. That's Detective Spot. He's the one that said unknown person. Hey now, don't make that face at me. I guess it was because the prosecutor told me to. Is that a trap? I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. Sergeant Hawthorne wants to investigate the designated time and left Mr. Fawles. That's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body to his car truck and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Fawles had a car then? The bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car? Oh, no, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Car thieves. That's how I feel about car thieves. Just gonna show about how he feels about anything. This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk. Actually, there's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there. Whoa, that doesn't look too comfortable. The victim. She was stabbed in the back, correct? Yeah. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back. Talking about a woman here. Can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back nice and firm. Condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, is there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car? Put on the trunk. I don't see anything strange. Do you? Anyway.
Objection!
Witness! What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye? I'm sorry. I totally forgot what I was going to say. This is my first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that. You should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy? Candy? Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. Come on, Mia, shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective! Yes, ma'am. This photo. You said that there was nothing particular about it. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said. Well then, after this, you take another look at the note written by the victim. The note? It very clearly says, wear a white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like. That's the special request. I have one very simple question for you, detective. Where was the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo. Well, to be honest, you didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am. You stopped there. You should have looked for it. Carla told Wright to work, so that by herself. So I'd expect to do just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? I see that the fence is a little lacking. The scarf doors seems so desperately far. Is this one? What sense? Is it this one? Sense? What? Perhaps. Where did you find that, sir? My rescue bridge. I was at first decided to conduct my own investigation. Why didn't you tell me? My decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal stash, so it's the safest place I know. Such as a flair for the dramatic. Not exactly white as the caller requested. As you can see, it's close enough. And for what it was intended for. Looks like it spent some time in the mud. Surprising. There was drizzling on the mountain that day. Edgeworth was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time. The court will accept the scarf into evidence. Now, if the attorney for the defense has finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. It is alright with you, isn't it, Miss Fay? I'd like to wrap the scarf around his swarmy little neck. Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively and with hard evidence that Miss Huther and Mr. Fawles did indeed meet on that bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there. That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it. Everything is moving at his whim. Don't forget, Cannon. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius. A genius, huh? Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was actually taken by the witness. It says the Vic wearing the scarf saw. He was listening that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Then, that must have been where the scarf fell off. Looking at this photo, you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up. And about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below. Mr. Edgeworth, who took the photo anyway, let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party. Potential witness. So isn't this person in the courtroom? Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify. I'm not sure how I feel about that. So as you can see, Terry Fawles had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge. The truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty. Not again, that's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. You mean? Actually, this eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was actually taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing a scarf, so it was losing that thing. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Maybe the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed in the back.
Hold it!
Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back as he fell down right on her stomach. I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal. Talk about seeing someone get pushed, or you the one getting pushed. That doesn't mean that you push someone down like that once. There's my Marvin Taylor, super brutal. I don't know if he's Canadian. Look for the right person. Huh? Take a look. Oh, baby. Put weapons into the wet itself. Hey! Watch me spill your coffee! Oh, work on her. Where the scarf fell off. I was surprised. I had no idea that was a photo. So what do I do? Do you still believe him? Mr. Crybaby, I mean? Yes, I do. So the little kid believes in fairy tales, huh? In that case, the answer is obvious. If what you believe is the truth, then that means that there's a contradiction. A huge contradiction remains to be discovered. That's your chance. Actually, there's a right witness who was there when the incident took place. It shows actually taking a bit of witness. It shows the Vic wearing scarves. It's losing right there, unfortunately. It's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back.
Objection!
So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct? Yeah, and fog too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere. But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk. Considering the contradictions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right. Well, by all means, these are liars, so what is it right? What is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit with the contradictions that day? Naturally, the answer is right around here, I think. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. Seems to me that Miss Faye could use a trunk herself. What? One thinks he could hide all her bitter memories from this trial, and that is... You truly are a genius. A genius of sarcasm and wordplay. Oops. Looks like I really put my foot in my mouth that time. What? The answer's right here. The victim's coat? So as I could say, there's nothing strange about it. That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. The ski bridge was all wet. The victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge. The coat should be covered in mud. That's exactly right. The day I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff field was be found. Objection! The crime scene was quite wet that day. However, it doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. Your Honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street. The glorious hockey beard, pride of the Labor League, would be wet but not muddy. Unfortunately, I've yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day? Surface of the bridge, huh? A real man wouldn't stand for I talk like this. Even with a real woman. Of course I can. There's evidence that proves the surface of the bridge is muddy.
Take that!
The evidence is this scar. Ah, this should be obvious. It's a scar fell onto the bridge right this way. It means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud. Hey, same to you, buddy. This makes perfect sense to me.
Objection!
You make it appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction? Huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we? Alright. We're doing a twist here. We're doing pretty well for a little kid, and Mr. Armando, no matter what he says, the contradiction always comes down to our lie. Either the victim discovered in the trunk. This is further showing the defendant and the victim. Or the witness's testimony that says he saw the moment of the murder. Let's relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The boss evidence. It's one of those three. What you said just now, I'm not sorry I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee Africano over there that said it. This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court. But we won't let him. Because his evidence is the flimsy scam it really is. Yes! False evidence in this case is It is a no-brainer, obviously. It's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Yeah, that's what the witness told us. That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all. That's true. It's true. There was a truly decisive witness in this case. But that's why wonder over there would have called them in the first place. Your Honor, the defense request is cross-examining the eyewitness. This may be tested because it is not only vague but contradictory as well. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time. What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. Prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes. This is it, Mia. Battle begins here. Witness, what is your name and occupation? feel like I want to hurry up and down a building just to have a bite. Hey, not so fast! As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I'd ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You're a true gentleman. Miss Fay, you can learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me. Yes, my dear. It's my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I'm sorry for the trouble I might cause. Not at all. It's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, Melissa Foster. College student. Freshman in the literature department. You were the scene of the unfortunate event occurred, correct? You were the one who got expelled out. Is that accurate? How can you be so mean? You see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that? Huh? It's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. Next time I'll be forced to penalize you. Uh-oh, I don't like the tone this is taken. Is he staring at me? And you would be... Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fay. I see. So you are. Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers. And there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they started fighting. I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police. By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here. I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs. So you took the photo from that location, I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Oh, what a cute camera! Just like its owner. Alright then, Miss Fay, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers. And I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that showed the crucial moment.
Objection!
Witness, when you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you mean? I can see this photo of two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight? Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was. So if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? Instead of taking a photo of it, my apologies, young lady. Miss Fay's associate is not without a certain amount of merit. He can certainly downplay the situation, can't he? Sorry. Very bad call. He's all up the film, I mean. He ran out the film. This was the last one. What? truth. The person examined all the photographs he took that day. And the other photos are of the witness herself playing among the wild flowers. Herself? Who took the photos? See, the camera has a title feature built into it. So, you took photos of yourself? I remember taking some photos of myself once too. Details. Seems that Miss Fawles the sorcerer was not so decisive after all. Wait, just a minute. Well, she had no film left, so you couldn't very well take more pictures, huh? Perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet. Very well then. Let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed. Yes, Mr. Judge. This guy's really a sucker for sweet talk. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Yeah, it's sickening. I'm using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers. I noticed there were two people staying up on the suspension bridge. Say, they just started fighting. Victim turned around and tried to run away, but I think I got 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back.
Objection!
Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? What? But I just... Hey, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. Say those what? Two contradictions? It's simple. Let's take a look at the diagram of the area. According to our testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. If they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then, she would have hit a dead end. He said 10 yards, but see, couldn't even ran even 5. Because the ski bridge is collapsed on that side. What does all this mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court.
Objection!
Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram. What did you say? What are you referring to? Not because the diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge and we couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying... I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in despair, broken from the incident. That's ridiculous. I can tell the composition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. That guy is good. Huh? What do you mean? Said it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright. Policy. What? Coward! Well, Miss Faye, it seems you once again made a reckless accusation. I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. Oh, no. It wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I to establish once and for all what is with the witness actually saw. Indeed. All right, young lady. I ask you to please proceed with your testimony. But it's so hard to go on. We're all on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Witnessing such violence must have been difficult. Yes, I'm still shaken up. If he accepts his testimony as is, we're finished. Don't say that. Oh well, maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home and make a really great mocha latte. This trial isn't over yet. That's what I like to hear. Alright, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, if you please. This contradiction is on you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. He stabbed her in the back. He quickly picked her up in his arms. And he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden.
Objection!
A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There's a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edwards pointed out something interesting about the river. Eagle River is well known for its powerful currents. Most bodies that fall in and never recovered. When the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murderers were to occur at the same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. Order. Sounds like carefully the way you put that, Miss Faye. They must admit that this you might not have thrown the body to the river. Well, Mr. Edwards. How sad. Miss Faye would be worth trying to take a dip in the river herself. After all, you could be such an expert in the way of nature. What are you talking about? Find the killers, but their bodies found below. The fact is that this is what the killer did. No argument had anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your sisters are without merit after all.
Objection!
What the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Objection!
So you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's only consistent with what the witness has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who is he talking about? Alright. I'll do my best. Broke into the trunk of the store and caught hit the body in there. Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Done what? Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying that you saw that, right? With your own very own eyes? Yes, and? It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you try to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. Ah. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car.
Objection!
I bet the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. Isn't so tall that it would stop him from seeing the car. That's right. It's not high at all. I didn't see the car this morning. I'm so sorry that this doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge. That part of the bridge was really more like a cliff. Aha. Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. So you'll be able to see the killer's car? Order the court. What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
Objection!
Don't jump to any hasty conclusions. There's a mystery beef man in the cell calls report on the news. Must have heard about the stolen car and convinced himself that he saw it.
Objection!
She was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was successful only about what she saw with her own eyes. Mr. Judge, what is it? I think I must have remembered something wrong.
Hold it!
Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that.
Objection!
Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. It's human to forgive the vine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? Save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando? Don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward. What? But that wasn't fair. Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk? Ah! Miss Foster, so you can explain how you got it. You're going to tell me how those people on this side of the courtroom. Well, saying that he broke into the trunk. Because the marks of the trunk were in it. So there were scratch marks from when he broke into it. What? Let's see that photo. Scratch marks on the keyhole. Sorry that this trunk has been broken open. So this way, are you satisfied? So on our side, can't make any mistakes here. There somewhere. Melissa Foster, I think you're finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of our flowers. So you knew about the scratches. The question is, when did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally, got her. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. perhaps it would be faster if Miss Ray explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... There is only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches. Yes. What is it? That's right. As he opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was... Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison car. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. Mr. Boss had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk. He would have been simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. But he saw the car. He saw it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. It means that the key would have still been in the ignition. Oh, I see. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Mr. Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. It could have been Mr. Foster that put the body in the trunk.
Objection!
Preposterous. It even suggests that the witness put the body in there. If it's true, then how do you explain the photo that he took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. Sometimes he was taking photographs. There's a chance, man. Day. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. I'm saying if the shuttle for this mirror had been pushed by Miss Foster herself. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? There's a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why? Shows as if she had brought this camera to take this picture.
Objection!
What are you trying to say then, Miss Wright? That when this crime occurred, Miss Foster was in the field as he claimed? Well, he didn't use the cameras all the time, huh? And the answer is yes, he was somewhere else. Exactly, he was not in the field. Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? Answer that question will also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the bridge occurred? Naturally, the witness was right here!